Hey ladies, I'm back again for a short video, and this is just a video on how I'm taking my shots this morning. So I said on my video yesterday that this is a different part of my protocol where I'll be taking both gonal-f, cetrotide, and menopur, right? So it's different because my RE suggested that I mix the gonal-f and the menopur prior to injecting, so it saves me one injection. So I get to do 2 injections instead of 3. So this is also an opportunity to refresh you on the methods. Okay, so this is a gonal-f pen. It comes in a packet like this with a bunch of needles. Okay, this pen is a 900 IU pen. You dial your dose up or down. The pen also comes in a 450. I have all 900s. Okay, so it's a pen. You take the cap off. Okay, as you can see, I've been using this pen. Now, this morning, I am only taking 75 units of gonal-f. So, basically, this had a... oh, I should show this a little better. Okay, so this had a little thing like that I ripped off. And as you can see in there, there's a little needle. So, that needle sticks in to the little rubber part in the middle there. And basically this screws on. Okay. And you pull that off. There's the needle covered with a cap. I'm not going to uncap that yet. Okay. The other part is here. You see that is 0. I need to dial this to 75. That's 50. I can't read it. It's backwards for me. I don't know. But I'm going to dial this to 75. That is 75. You can see that. I don't know. It's not focusing. But that does say 75, if you trust me. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to not cap this. Well, yes, so I'm going to leave this the way it is, dial to 75, and come back to it. Alright, now I also have my menopur, and I have to use the 3 ml syringes. Okay. So, I have my 3 ml syringe. So, I open this up. Now, mind you, I'm not using this needle. So, I take that off. Stick this in my sharps container because I'm not using that needle. Okay, what I have is a Q-cap. Sorry, I have all this stuff kind of all over. Alright, so the Q-cap, that's this guy here. So we open that up. And in order to get the Q-cap out, the menopur comes powder and water. So let's pull these off. Okay. Remember, these 2 have caps. And so I don't waste my alcohol, I'm going to open my cetrotide, right? This is in the box. I'm going to open my cetrotide because this also has a cap. That's also a powder. I just want to make sure our alcohol use the same swab, otherwise it'll dry. So let me just do the cetrotide real fast. Alright, so I've got the menopur powder and water. And then I have the cetratide powder that I'm going to clean here. Okay. Okay. So I have all three of these. Okay. They all have protective caps that need to come off. Okay. You just kind of flip them. Okay. And they all need to be cleaned with an alcohol swab. So, there. So that I don't waste it. I've cleaned all three. I'm going to put them down. What I'm going to do with the other side is swab my belly where I'm going to make my injections. Okay, so that's one alcohol swab. Waste not, want not. Okay, all right. Now, I have the Q-cap. The Q-cap goes on the menopur sodium chloride. That's the water. Basically, stick that on top of there, and then that pulls out of the plastic. This is trash now. Okay? Alright. Now, what I want to do is draw up my 1 mil. So basically, now that I have the Q-cap out, this screws on. Okay? Oh, actually, let me take that out. I need to pull this back to 1. Okay. Pull that back to 1 for air, right? Because I'm going to create pressure inside this bottle. So with that pulled back to 1, now I screwed this on. Okay. To create the pressure, I push the air in the bottle. So what that does is it makes it easier for me to draw the water out. So as you can see, pushed back, but it pushed some air in. So let's get some of that air out of there. Make sure we get all water. So it kind of just pushes back on its own because of the pressure, but it makes it easier for me to draw the 1 mil out. Okay, so now I'll take that off. Oh, actually, not the Q-cap. Sorry. Screw that back on. I need the Q-cap again. Okay, so then I take the Q-cap off the water bottle. So I'm done with that. I have my 1 mil. Now, what I would normally do, because this is the menopur. I don't know if that focus. Right? So now what I would normally do is put the Q-cap on here. But I'm not going to do that yet because my doctor said instead of injecting myself with the gonal-f pen, again, that's 75, that still says 75, I'm going to inject the gonal-f in the bottle with the powder. So I just took this off. There's the needle. Right? I dropped that in the thing. Alright, so then I'm going to inject this in here and push the same way that I would push if I were injecting myself. 5. Okay. So that says 0. Okay. That means I got everything. Basically, I am recapping, unscrewing, dropping this in my sharps container. Recap. That was just 75. So let me see. And then I recap this, stick it back in here, back in the box, to go back in the refrigerator. Okay. Alright, so my menopur was a powder. It dissolves really quickly, but you'll see the little liquid in there. That's my gonal-f. But I still need to put my 1 ml of water in here. Okay, so I put my 1 ml of water in. And mix that up. And draw it back out. I need to draw it all out now. So I got 1 ml of water and my 75 I use. So I'll draw this back until I see air. Okay, that's everything. Now I can, let me draw this back for a little bit more air. Now I can screw this Q cap off, right? There's nothing, oh, there's like a drop, but basically nothing left in that bottle. So now, in order to take this injection, I need 27 gauge 1/2 inch needle. That's one of these. Up. This screws on here. That cap comes off. And we are going to push slowly until we get a little bead at the top to make sure all the air is out. Almost. There we go. And then inject this. Menopur still burns. Alright. One injection done. Well, they tell you don't cap it like this. Like, leave it on the table and do that so you don't stick yourself. But if you're careful and you got a steady hand, uncap this, stick it in sharps. Okay. Then this can go in the trash, or you can stick the whole thing in there. I just save the room in the sharps container and stick the needles in there. Okay, now Cetrotide. Okay, remember 2 needles for Cetrotide and a syringe already filled with water. There's the mixing needle and the actual application needle. So the mixing needle is the yellow one. So unscrew that. Let's screw that on. Okay. Mixing needle, this goes in here, straight down the middle. And push the water in. So that starts to mix. Takes a little agitating to get it all to dissolve. almost there. Now, remember, Cetrotide itches after it goes in. So I've already prepped my skin with some anti-itch cream. This is actually expired, but I've got so much of it, and it still works. So thank you, Sandra, again, for the suggestion of the anti-itch cream. Okay. Alright, so now let's draw this up. Got some air in there. Let's draw this back. A couple bubbles in there. Leave any bubbles. A little bit of residue. And let's draw it all back. Draw it all back till I see air in there. Okay. Butterfingers, right? That's empty. I am recapping this. Remember, don't press like this. Press from the side down and unscrew. Apparently, I forgot which way I spun this. Come on. There we go. So that comes off. Don't need that anymore. Into the sharp container. Now the actual injection needle. What time is it? 7:49. I'm running late this morning. I was up late last night. Okay. So we put that on. See? Much shorter needle. And we push this up gently. A little bit up there. I don't want to lose it. I always feel like I lose medicine. Let's get all that up, down. Okay. Let's see. Look at all that medicine I feel like I lose. Okay. Alright. Push the air up. Okay. And then we inject this. So we're going to put the other needle. I don't see. Oh, there it is. I want to give myself a break. There's that injection spot. Okay. Check the Cetrotide. And that's it. Injections are done. So I am recapping this needle. Spin it. Drop it. The rest of this is trash. Alright, so that only took me 20 minutes to do. But I got everything in. And that's that. So I'm going to go stick this back in the refrigerator So that is my injections for this morning. Thanks for watching. So something new, right? Put the gonal-f in with the menopur. 2 injections instead of 3. I'll take it if I don't have to poke myself. But I don't know. The needles don't bother me. I could have just easily just stuck myself. It's not that big of a deal, but all right. I'm gonna clean up and go. Talk to you later. Bye. We're here. Come on. She always acting up in the background. Doing my fun thing today. Going our way in the Universal. Waiting all day for this one. Right here. Catch you in a minute. Scooby-Doo and the crew is in the house. We got Scooby-Doo over there taking pictures. And we got the mystery van. Nice. I got Optimus right behind me. We got on that last time he was here. We trying to go catch something we ain't seen. On our way over here to the Fast and the Furious ride. Just opened up. It's gonna be up here. Look at that American muscle. Yeah. So out here in the Diagon Alley, trying to get some butterbeer. This one's never had it before. I've had it in London. I'm hoping I can get it in the ice cream form today. I cannot wait. It's fine. I'm recording. It's okay. But from what I understand, there are only 3 places in the entire world where you can get butterbeer. Orlando is one. Watford, England is another one, just outside of London, and I forget where the 3rd place is. So here's for butterbeer. Nothing else. She wasted a whole ice cream. I ate the butterbeer. Didn't even hear. Grab the butterbeer. She tasted the butterbeer. I did all the drinking. So good. Butterbeer. Live. Don't pay her no mind. The ride is an hour long. Want to slay a dragon. Y'all see him? You can see the Incredible Hulk in the distance. That's a little green roller coaster right there. It's raining, as you can see. We get rained on. But that's okay. We Florida girls get wet. No umbrellas, no ponchos. Who cares about a little bit of rain? It's just water. I'm gonna wash my hair this weekend anyway. But yeah. We're gonna get over here and see if Kong is open a lot of the outdoor routes are closed. Because of like lightning and stuff. So we gonna see what we can do and where we can be. We'll try to stay as dry as we can. All the good rides got like 30 to 60 to an hour and a half wait. We've been doing pretty good in the single rider line. We gonna see what we can see over here and probably make our way back to the other park to try to get on some stuff before leaving. We probably won't close the park, it's raining. Probably just best to go back home. Alright, we'll check in. What does it mean? That does not yet know what it is. Oh, really? Listen, come on. Everyone's enough on this. So you keep this between you and me.
Jesus.
Including all communication devices. Finally, the use of still or motion cameras of any kind is strictly prohibited.
gonal-f, gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
At the park.
That's it. Sticky baby, that's all those TTC.